And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone Team Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of Marvel's Disney Plus's Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Episode 3. Now, if you have not caught up to this new show yet, spoiler warning. Also, to let you know, this show is not official canon to the MCU, but it's kind of in its own pocket dimension, kind of in the multiverse kind of a thing, kind of like a what-if story in a way. This was originally going to be the origin story of how Tom Holland became Spider-Man and his journey before joining Tony Stark and everybody else, but they decided to change it to a new Spider-Man, different actor, different voice actor, all that. This time, Spider-Man's now working with Norman Osborn, who in last week's episode, the debut, he pretty much figured out Spider-Man's, secret identity because he had cameras inside Oscorp where Peter Parker is interning at. And, Peter's kind of worried, he's freaking out. He's like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Somebody knows my identity, my secret identity. Well, I don't know what to do. So Norman Osborn invites him to dinner. They start talking. And he offers, Peter, hey, listen, I know all the good you're doing. I understand. I want to help you. Let me be your guy. Let me help you. Basically telling him he wants to be his Iron Man to his Spider-Man. Kind of, you know what I mean? Help him with his tech. Help him with, stopping crimes here and there. All that. And then at first, Peter kind of, rejects the offer because he doesn't want to put Norman Osborn in danger or have his enemies come after Norman Osborn and Oscorp itself, because he doesn't want to put the other kids there in danger. So Peter, rejects the offer at the time being, so he just leaves. So I thought that was pretty interesting. We also get to see one of Peter's new friends, the football jock. He's kind of like the new Flash Thompson. He's a big star in school. Everybody likes him, but he has like a kind of like rough patch at home. He goes home. He finds out that his little brother has been hanging out with a gang, and his family's freaking out. And the police came, brought his little brother home because he was tagging, and so his big brother decides to go to follow his brother who left the house to go hang out with his gang and try to, bring him home and tell him like, hey, this stuff ain't cool, gangs ain't cool, we gotta get home. And of course the gang members, and especially the leader, I think it says 100 gang, I think that's what they call themselves. Could be wrong, but anyway. The leader's like, hey, he ain't going anywhere, he's family to us, he's with us. So his big brother decides, you know what, fine. You want one of us in your gang? Take me, and I'll be in your gang. I'll do what you want. I'll break the law, whatever. Leave my brother out of this. Let him go home. He's too young. He's no good to you. Let me take the heat. And now his big brother is literally stuck in a, no pun intended, sticky web situation now, because now he has to be the one that's going to be doing the crime, whether that's graffiti, maybe robbing somebody, whatever. With gangs, you never know what they can be doing. Anyway, we also find out, if you don't know, his character eventually becomes Tombstone in the comics. So Tombstone is like this dude who's a gangster, kind of like Black Mask in DC, except he has more of a stone figure. Like his whole body's made out of stone, and he's very strong and very powerful, and he always gives Spider-Man a run for his money. So that's cool. So kind of unfortunate we're going to see his downward spiral eventually here, but in this episode, just seeing seeing a big brother protecting his little brother by being the one, like, hey, I'll join your gang, let him go. That's emotion. And that's a powerful statement. Just be like, hey, he's my little brother. I would do anything for him, regardless. If I have to break the law to protect him, so be it. Kind of a situation. So that was pretty interesting. And yeah, we also get to see Spider-Man deal with some jewel thieves who get some mysterious phone calls from a guy we don't know, or girl, we have no idea, to drop off a bag of, I guess, money at a dumpster, and then they end up getting a suitcase full of high-tech weaponry to go rob stuff. One dude has the power to, like, he's wearing these boots to make him go fast, and his girlfriend has, like, these blades that come out, like energy blades. And then they go rob a jewelry store. Spider-Man comes in, saves the day. We all know it. But he gets help from his new guy in the chair, Norman Osborn, and then they end up, at the end of it, being partners moving forward. So, overall, great episode. This episode was a lot of fun to watch. Also, we gotta figure out who's leaving these high-tech weaponry to these people. I have two theories on that. He's either gonna be A, Norman Osborn has been doing it under Dummy Corporation, or Adrian Toomes, you know, the Vulture, because he always has a rivalry with Norman Osborn, or maybe it was Doc Ock. Who knows? But we'll find out eventually. But now that Peter Parker / Spider-Man is going to be working with Norman Osborn, it should be seeing his new suits. We should be interested in seeing his new suits and how they, you know, function, help him out, you know, doing crime fighting, obviously. And I think it's going to be fun. Cannot wait to see more. Speaking of more, 4 and 5 also dropped today, so you guys can go watch those as well. I'm about to watch episode 4, and I'll be back to do my review for that. So stay tuned for that. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about today's episode of episode 3. You guys caught up? Not caught up? Haven't watched it yet? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.